What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another exciting episode of FORNEVERNEWS! The only news source that provides anything and everything anime and manga related. And we don't bore you. We get into it. Let's do it.
No matter how you move, get it done. No matter how you move, get it done. No matter how you move, get it done. No matter how you move, get it done.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode. In case you ain't here, 65% of people watching right now aren't subscribed. Crazy, right? And it helps the channel immensely. Like, you don't understand. If you would hit that subscribe button, hit that bell so you'll be notified when we drop a new episode of FORNEVER News. We drop new episodes Monday through Friday, giving you guys updates on the latest and greatest in the world of anime, manga, and just in general nerd culture. Without further ado, people, I don't want to waste any more of your time. I know y'all came for some news. We got some stories to talk about. Let's get into it. Okay, people, and first story on the docket. It is a very, very big story. Now, it was March 31st of 2021 when the bombshell, was it 2021 or was it 2020? Oh my god, my brain is going crazy. It was 2021, but it was March 31st, 2021 where we were left, and we had the bombshell before then, but we were definitely left with a lot of mixed reactions because that was the day that the final episode of the TV anime version of the Black Clover manga aired its final episode. Now, it finished in the middle of the arc that it was in, so it left hopes for a future potential revival. And also, that was the day of the announcement that, hey guys, how about we give you guys, even though we took away the TV anime, a Black Clover movie. And while it wasn't the greatest news in the world, because at the end of the day we were losing our weekly anime, our weekly dose of that Black Clover greatness, ultimately it was like, well, at least there's something to look forward to. It was kind of like the ending of Dragon Ball Super, when Dragon Ball Super ended and they announced like, hey, we got Dragon Ball Super Broly coming. It was like, I really loved having that TV anime every week. You know, I really enjoyed making that my day for that series. Movie is dope, and I'm really, really excited, but I'm sad about that TV anime. But yeah, I'm really, really excited. And, you know, they announced the Black Clover movie, and I believe they also released a visual shortly thereafter of, it looked like a painting almost of like Asta behind or standing in front of the Clover Kingdom, and it looked really, really dope. And I was like, oh shit, here we freaking go. I was expecting, if we're hearing this March of 2021, the end of March, I'm expecting we're getting an announcement. Maybe we could see it maybe summer-ish, fall, definitely by winter though. I thought, okay, you know, they're announcing it now, definitely by winter we're gonna get something, right? Somewhere between summer and winter, probably fall probably would have been like the best place for it to have come out if it was announced, you know, all the way back in March. But either way, I was like, oh, it didn't happen when those days came by. You know, we went through the summertime, nothing, fall, nothing, winter, we got an update, and it was like, oh shit, you know, Jump Festa, let's freaking go. We're gonna hear about the Black Clover movie. It's been so long, they took forever, but finally we're here, and we get a second half of that initial Asta in front of the Clover Kingdom drawing with Yuno this time around. And I was like, what the hell just happened here, folks? So I felt a little bit bamboozled. A lot of fans felt bamboozled, but nevertheless, okay, we're gonna get it eventually. And now, as it stands right now, we're about 20 days or so shy of the 1-year anniversary of them announcing the Black Clover movie coming with the ending of the Black Clover anime, and still no trailer, no movie, no nothing. Unfortunately, it's been a drought. However, we got big, massive news for Black Clover's movie. We got big, massive news and details all around it, and I ain't gonna lie, I'm very, very excited because it's a long time freaking coming. But at the same time, I guess you could also throw the argument that the news that I'm about to get into is disappointing, and I feel like I've been dragging it for a little bit, so I don't want to waste any more of your time. Let's get into it, because according to this, it says anime film Black Clover, and this was released in Japan, I want to say like on a magazine of some sort. Theatrical screening begins 2023. So now we're announced, which they've done this before, they've announced films and whatnot, well, they do this all the time actually with comic book movies. I guess maybe it's more of a spoiled thing, or maybe more of an expectation thing with anime fans, I don't know. But a movie announced in March 2021 will be coming out in 2023, and I'm betting it's not going to be like January of 2023. I'm betting maybe spring of 2023, which is still freaking crazy, still like a whole other year plus away, assuming it is going to be spring. And also it makes me think like, wait a minute, so, and there's more details by the way for more Black Clover stuff, because it's a big Black Clover bonanza right now, what they're doing over there in Shonen Jump. And a lot of fans are just really, at the end of the day, very anticipating this film. Like, this is the one thing anime-wise that we've had to look forward to for some time. We also got the video game coming out and all that jazz for the mobile or whatever, but I'm really excited about this, despite the fact that, again, we've got no trailer. And I gotta say this, too. Considering this film will be released in 2023, and it was announced in 2021, expectations are gonna be there. Big expectations at that, because first of all, you took away the TV anime and said, hey, we got a movie coming instead, so you're already gonna have people like, but alright, at least we're gonna have this movie. That movie needs to be like if Ufotable took part in putting it together. Imagine that. Imagine Ufotable lent a hand in a Black Clover movie. Oh my god, a man can wish. But that movie needs to be absolutely immaculate. That story, the character, everything about this film needs to be 11 out of 10, and this film needs to do very well. I've stressed that so many times, but I gotta stress it again. We've had like a year of telling Black Clover fans like, yo, come on. And I think they purposely are doing this too. I think they're realizing maybe they don't want to go the Bleach route in particular of like, yo, Bleach ended in 2012 and it's coming back in 2022. That's 10 years. That's a little bit rough. You know what I'm saying? I think they're realizing, well, the Black Clover manga is still going, and let's do something different than, waiting 10 years to revive the fandom. Like, let's let an anime drought for Black Clover, so to speak, and then boom, let the movie talk. Because you think about it, right? We've talked about it here on Forever News many times over the last couple of years of how the Black Clover anime was stomping Crunchyroll, how it was doing amazing number-wise. It was like number one in so many different countries and whatnot. Like, Black Clover anime was a giant ultimately. So ultimately, if you starve all of those fans of Black Clover and then put a movie out in theaters a year and some change later, fans are going to be not only nostalgic but also desperate and starving. I see the idea behind it, opposed to waiting 10 years for Bleach fans, and then they, Bleach fans been muscled up over this shit, dog. So then the extra details, let's get into it, because this is the Black Clover 7th anniversary plans, and they include, for starters, a new character popularity poll. Vote Yami. We always stand the agenda, Yami. Then we got second, special anniversary PV. Anniversary PV for what? Or maybe they just mean a special anniversary PV, like they're gonna show old clips from the anime and old iconic stuff from the manga, maybe. Anime opening and ending compilation. Okay, we can rewatch those on YouTube anytime. New game info. I believe they're referring to the mobile game, which looks really good, to be honest with you. It looks like it could have been a console game. New movie date, 2023. We already spoke a whole bunch about that throughout this episode. But yeah, 2023, can't freaking wait. Free volumes on Jump Plus and Zebrek apps. That's really dope. And Jump cover wallpaper published by its official Twitter account. And Black Clover even got the cover of Weekly Shonen Jump for this latest issue, and it just looks sick. It's Asta in his latest version of his Devil Union form, and it looks absolutely freaking amazing. So right now, fun little moment for Black Clover 7th anniversary. They gave it the cover. They got a date for the movie. They got the game. Like, it's not on the biggest and grandioso of it all. Like, it's not like, hey, we got a big console game and we got, the next season of the anime. So we're missing a couple of components, but Black Clover, considering the state it's at, I think Shueisha isn't, not only are they not throwing in the towel of saying, yo, it's dead. I think they're understanding now that Black Clover can still be a success in and of itself without having to reach the plateaus of its predecessors. It doesn't necessarily need to reach the plateaus of Naruto to still be a very successful shonen. Like, yeah, it will never be, this is something that people need to understand. Black Clover will never be able to be the next Naruto. It will never be able to be the next Bleach. It will never be able to be the next One Piece. But it can be the best Black Clover, and it can be a great series, and it doesn't have to sell like those series to still be successful. Independent stuff sell all the time, and if they're doing things on a more micromanaged form of, again, like, these are more cheaper routes. A character popularity poll costs nothing but, the time it takes to pay somebody to put that together. Special anniversary PB, again, is paying somebody to put together an AMV, essentially. The anime opening ending compilation, that's nothing. New game info, that's probably the most where they spent millions into that game, so I'll give them that. New movie date, they're stretching a budget for a film over like 3 years. So, what do you want to say? Free volumes on Jump Plus that don't cost them nothing. Likewise with Zebrick app. Then Jump cover wallpaper, paying somebody to do an image or taking a pre-established image and repurposing it. Okay, like, so they're doing all of these really, really cool things on a micromanaged level for a shonen that has not bore the fruit of, again, its predecessors or even some of its contemporaries now at this point, but it's still very successful and has a still very solid fan base like myself. Hold on, can y'all see the Black Clover? I think Asta's right here. Hold on, Asta's right there. You can't see him, but Asta's right there. He's with us all the time. But yeah, people, whole bunch of Black Clover news, and I can't believe I just spent a good chunk of this episode talking about the 7th anniversary Black Clover news, as well as the update for the film, the video game, and just everything Black Clover greatness related. But it's well overdue. We've had a drought of Black Clover news as of recent, so I really wanted to pack this episode with as much Black Clover possible. Just a whole bunch of stuff, and it seems as though Shueisha understands now what Black Clover is and what it's going to continue to do moving forward, and they're micromanaging it in a good fashion with delivering to the fans at a much smaller cost to them than it would take to deliver to the fans with a bigger IP like, Demon Slayer and all that stuff. So yeah, moving forward, very sudden and unfortunate news, tragic news, because according to this, it says, according to leaks, Jujutsu Kaisen is on a sudden break this week in Weekly Shonen Jump issue number 15. The series is scheduled to resume in issue 16, and that was said a couple days ago now at this particular point, or that was said actually 1 day ago. And then we got an update that made things a little bit more scarier. It says, Jujutsu Kaisen's sudden break in Weekly Shonen Jump issue number 15 is due to its author, Gege Akutami, in poor physical condition. So essentially, Gege Akutami's in really, really sick or really messed up, really banged up and whatnot. That's why I had to take a sudden break. We've seen last year that Gege Akutami had to take an entire month off because the author couldn't catch up with the release dates and whatnot, and it was just chaotic. And since then, Jujutsu Kaisen really hasn't garnered the same hype that it had prior to that break. Prior to that break, we had a lot of really awesome stuff with the Zenin clan. Who? And then since then, I've noticed that while Jujutsu Kaisen, the film side of things, and those things have been really, really hype and everybody's been going crazy, the manga since that break has not had the same reaction, at the very least in my community, like it did before him. It just doesn't feel the same, if I'm making any sense what I'm saying there. I'm still really loving it and enjoying it, and Jujutsu Kaisen is one of my favorites, honestly. I just really appreciate the story as a whole and the author for what they're trying to accomplish or whatnot. And hearing this, for starters, any of those people, I always gotta stress, I'm gonna call it out right now, y'all ready for this? Any of those people that are very, very upset and sending threats or saying really nasty stuff or any of that sort that are out there, because I'm sure there's a few of them, yeah, you're not worthy of even reading this series at that point. You're a scum, because at the end of the day, you should be worried about the author's health beforehand. The author, being sick. And even so, even let's just say, like, okay, I'm not really worried about the author, you don't know who the author is, fine by me. But if you're hearing somebody in general is sick, there's your fucking reason why you're not getting your comic book. They're sick. They're humans. They, go through things. They work 20-hour shifts as it is. Like, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? So for those people, just get out of the way. There's a few of them, not many, but there's a few little idiots that don't understand, people get sick and mangaka need breaks, so there's that. But yeah, let's all send Gege Akutami positive vibes, best wishes. We're in, some very uncertain times, and, we just want to send good stuff over to Gege Akutami. Of course, take as much time as you need. We'll be here. Jujutsu Kaisen is an incredible story. You've been delivering just for so freaking long now, especially like, dog, you delivered a classic. No matter what, Shibuya incident arc is going to go down as a classic arc in shonen manga, the same way you would put like something of what would be like Soul Society from Bleach, the same way you put Soul Society from Bleach, the same way you would put, what's another unanimously classic, Marine Ford. I don't know if you would say it's at the level of Marine Ford with Shibuya. Comment down below if you want to let me know on that discussion. But it definitely is a classic arc. Gege Akutami, relax, enjoy yourself, get better. I don't mean enjoy yourself as far as like enjoy being sick. You know what I mean? Get better. We love you. We love your series. Take all the time you need. Yeah, anybody that's upset by this, I don't know, color. Okay, people, next up, this one, I waited about a day or so to really get into it because, well, first of all, I kind of ignored every reaction out there. So I don't know if the reactions to this are good or bad, because what we're going to be talking about today is we got 6 new cast member announcements for the One Piece live action. These are going to be the actors that are going to be playing some of the other characters in One Piece, aside from the ones that were already announced, because who we got so far? We got Luffy, Nami, Zoro, Sanji, and Usopp, if I'm not mistaken, correct? So we got like the first 5 Straw Hats, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, now they're announcing more characters for the One Piece live action, and it's gonna be interesting. I briefly looked at just like the overall image of all of the actors together, and I'm not sure which one goes to where or which character is which, so I guess we're gonna be finding that out together. But yeah, I don't know what the community is, so I might be on the opposite side of you guys. I don't know what the opinion is. Let's do it. For starters, we got Kobe, and Kobe is played by Morgan Davies, they, them. If he is going to be the Pirate King, he is going to face many challenges along the way. And yeah, the actor playing Kobe kind of is all right, I guess. I don't know, are they gonna dye the hair? How's that gonna work? I wonder how they're gonna do a lot of the wacky things. Again, that's more of an aesthetic thing. It's not about this character or this actor in particular, but I wonder, are they gonna make the hair purple, or are they gonna leave them blonde? Because, you know, again, dyeing hair, sometimes it comes across as, or shall I say, putting on wigs, because usually they don't dye the hair, but putting on wigs and stuff can be a little complicated. But so we got Kobe. I ain't mad at it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not mad at it. Then we got Alvida, played by Ilia Isoreis Polino. So I'm gonna just say Ilia. Yeah, she fits the Alvida character, honestly. It's interesting because I'm really digging the fact that, you know, I know a lot of people maybe aren't like the most passionate about the idea of diversity, I guess you could say, which is crazy. Like, you hate the diversity in your media or whatever, but, you know, a lot of people, I'm through the moon about how diverse the One Piece cast is without diverging from what the characters look like legitimately. And even if they do, it might be a great decision. Like, I'm not gonna be mad at it. Like, looking at Alvida, she kind of looks like the character, and she seems like maybe she's a Latina or something like that, Polino, or either Latina, or maybe she could even, I don't know, she's kind of giving me a little bit of like a Lucille Ball, like I Love Lucy in the face with the hair and stuff like that. Yeah, I ain't mad at Alvida. I think Kobe is okay-ish. Alvida is not bad at all. Let's move forward. We got Helmeppo, Aiden Scott, kind of looks like Helmeppo to me. I ain't even gonna lie, holy shit, I'm looking at that dude right now, like, kind of looks like Helmeppo. Just saying. Okay, Helmeppo. Yeah, nah. So far, none of these 3 that I've seen. Kobe is Alvida's dope, and Helmeppo, again, by Aiden Scott. He seems ready for it. I don't know. He kind of looks like Helmeppo. It's weird, right? Let's go. Then we got the person that's going to be playing Buggy, Jeff Ward. I'm going to be honest with you. I can't really judge this one too much. It's just a dude. Buggy is a clown with makeup and all that stuff, and his acting, you got to be very on par. Honestly, they could have, depending if Buggy's going to take off his makeup by the end of, or is it makeup? I don't know. I guess it's like permanent on his face, right? That's how he looks or whatever. But either way, unless Buggy was to look normal by the end, I think they could have even had Mike McFarlane play live action Buggy. I mean, I guess live action is a little bit different because you got to, you know, move a different way and whatnot, and there's extra things you got to do in live action that you don't got to do in voiceover, so there's that. But they could have had Mike McFarlane. I'm just saying, but either way, Jeff Ward, okay, can't really judge him. Then we got Arlong, played by McKinley Belker, he, him. Arlong, okay, yo, let's go. We got a brother up in here for Arlong. I'm with it, dog. Let's do the damn thing, yo. That's gonna be high. I ain't gonna lie. Again, I wonder how they're gonna do this, because I would have expected a character like Arlong. There's a possibility they could have even tried to CGI him in, although I don't know how that would work, because obviously this gentleman's gonna have to put on a ton of freaking makeup to look like a giant shark man and shit like that. So we're gonna have to see how it goes. Again, it's hard to judge like McKinley Belker because he's not a costume and he's not acting or anything. It's hard to judge any of them because they're not acting, but let alone just the appear. Like, dude, how the fuck you expect McKinley to look like Arlong? Arlong has a giant fucking spiky street shark nose, and like, come on. And then the gentleman that plays Buggy, Jeff Ward, like, dude, he doesn't have the makeup on. I guess he has a smile on, so there's that. Maybe, hey, he smiles like Buggy. Helmeppo looks like Helmeppo. Alvida, kind of passes for Alvida, but also I just really enjoy Alvida. Like, she looks dope. Like, I don't know, like that Latina I love. Shout out to my Latinas out there. And if I'm wrong, forgive me if I'm wrong on her being Latina, but she trying to give me somebody be my family or something. Then we got Kobe. Shout outs to Kobe. Yeah, Morgan Davies, they look okay, I guess. I just want to see the purple hair, if that's gonna happen or not. Oh, and we got one more. I almost left without giving you guys the final one. The last reveal is Garp, played by Vincent Reagan. And I ain't mad at this. He seems maybe a little bit young. I don't know how because like Garp gives me like a grandfatherly, like loving feel. I don't know if this gentleman, again, he just looks so serious in this image, so it's hard to tell or whatnot. Vincent Reagan, if he would be able to give that extra like goofiness of Garp, like goofy, like Garp really, like, you know, he's gonna make you laugh, but he's a Marine and you know, he's dangerous. He's a Marine, but he's gonna make you laugh, and he's still like, you know, he's a good guy, whatever. So we'll have to wait to see. I'm not mad at this Garp one either. And again, I'm not mad. Honestly, looking realistic, there's nothing to be mad about. And again, I don't know what the fan reaction may be, but Jeff Ward as Buggy, there's nothing to comment on. McKinley Belker as Arlong. I'm just happy they got a brother here on the cast, another one at that, because I believe the gentleman that plays Usopp as well. So, you know, I'm cooling with that. We can't really judge him and Jeff though, the dude that played Buggy. But Garp, for the most part, gotta wait and see. I guess he just looks a little more hardened than funny for me, and Garp is more funny. Helmeppo's just on point. Alvida on point. Kobe, so probably Helmeppo is the best casting choice out of all this. Helmeppo. Shout outs to Helmeppo, and shout outs to my guy Arlong again. Yo, let's go, baby. Let's do the damn thing. Although I'm dying to see the comment section. You guys will be my first exposure to what people's reactions are to the One Piece live action casting. Yay or nay, I am dying to see what you guys have to say. Okay, people, next up, just a quick update for Mashle, Magic, and Muscles fans. In case you don't follow it, I'll follow it for you so I can give you the updates. I saw that they had released a video. I believe it started off as a live stream, if I'm not mistaken, or it was a premiere or something there, for Mashle, Magic, and Muscles. And I was like, okay, what's this? It's obviously not a trailer for the anime yet. We haven't got greenlit just yet. But it was this image. I saw the thumbnail. I'm like, it's of Mosh, the main character, and he's like lifting weights, and I'm like, okay, what the hell is going on here? And if you clicked on it, apparently they released this promo video where it has like a whole bunch of music playing, and it's like this looped animation. There's a couple of different pieces of like Mosh lifting weights, so like he's bench pressing, and then another one he's like hopping and holding the dumbbells and shit. Like really cool stuff. But it also confirms to me as well that they're gearing up in all avenues to promote Mashle, to make sure that it gets boosted to being that next big thing. Like, let's make it clear, with My Hero right around the corner leaving, Dr. Stone just left, Black Clover feels like it could leave if it wanted to by this year as well. Mashle's up next, and that's also why we got that apology from the author of Mashle, Magic, and Muscle saying, I lied about it being halfway done. It's going a long time, I'll be honest with you. At the very least, a lot longer than it was initially going to go. Maybe there's some big plans for a big change, but yeah, with this live stream, which is really dope way to promote things, like putting a looped animation of a really cool character just bench pressing with some cool music in the background. I like that. It promotes the music, it promotes Mosh, it promotes everything in general. Mashle, Magic, and Muscles, baby. So yeah, I'm telling you, people, if we're March, expect by the summertime, I'm gonna say maybe anime announcement for Mosh. Maybe I'll be off on that Mashle, Magic, and Muscles, but we'll see. Either way, I just wanted to throw in this quick story. I just found it very hilarious. Like, hey, this big old stream of Mosh lifting weights and some music in the background. Maybe something you might want to work out too. I don't know. Okay, people, and last story of the episode, something that, again, I'm not too familiar with, but I did want to follow up for you guys because a lot of people just keep hitting me up, telling me about like, hey, this and that, and I don't really know about it, but I know you guys care, so I want to bring you guys the news. Classroom of the Elite Season 2, new visual. The anime is scheduled for July of 2022. Animation studio Lurch. And furthermore, Classroom of the Elite Season 3 was also announced for 2023. I'm betting anything this was originally 24 episodes greenlit, and they were like, yo, why don't we do 12 as Season 2, 12 as Season 3? I'm betting that's what happened. Now, if they have 24 and 24, my mind will be blown, but that's probably what's going to happen. Studio Lurch aren't the greatest in the world, but for Classroom of the Elite fans, July 2022, expect an anime and expect another season as well. It must have been the fan feedback was so immense that they ran out and said, yo, just announce the Season 3. They love this shit. Announce the Season 3. That's probably what happened. But yeah, Classroom of the Elite fans, Season 2, July, Lurch, and Season 3 as well. That's huge. That's huge to get a second season or another season announcement when the next season hasn't even aired yet. Like, crazy. But yeah, people, those were all the stories we have for today's episode. I'm curious what you guys think. Most important story, favorite story, something that I didn't cover and you're like, FORNEV, cover it. Let me know. That's all I have for this one, though. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day. And remember the golden rule: anime and manga for life, boy. Have an awesome day. Peace, and you guys just watched another episode of FORNEVERNEWS. Have an awesome day. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell. I'm just saying.
You are what I know, so just go to FORNEVERNEWS.